Tonight, we're hearing from Billings police surrounding a 200-page report that takes a magnifying glass to the practices of the department. Q2's Andrea Lutz breaks down some takeaways from the report and gets response as to how police plan to move forward.
200 pages of analysis from the Center for Public Safety Management. All of this geared toward improving the operations of the Billings Police Department.
You have the data and then you need the context to go with the data.
But there's little in the report aimed at ways to actually bring crime in our city down.
While we can put a lot of assets towards running efficiently and help us towards that goal, at the end of the day, officers on the streets is one of the #1 priorities for that.
Billings police operate out of multiple facilities. As a result, staff have to routinely travel between those facilities to perform essential work functions, something that's inefficient. So they suggest the department pursue opportunities to acquire and relocate to a police facility.
For us to be able to house 80 police cars in an evidence facility in the downtown area, that's just not feasible. And then the other options are, if you do to go to a facility, even if you did have money for that, then you would be moving your services to a maybe other location that wouldn't be accessible by other people.
The report finding some assignments need immediate and urgent additional staffing. So there's the recommendation to start utilizing civilian staff, something called police service officers. That could save money for the department and improve work quality. They suggest the department creates a civilian work ladder through those police service officers.
I think the response is going to be that's going to cost money. Even even at a CSO, you're looking at roughly with benefits package about $75,000 a year per person.
Response time seems to be an area of focus in the report, handing down a suggestion that the department work with 911 dispatch to identify what's causing those excessively lengthy response times for high-priority calls, which are about 12 minutes. The report says the dispatch delay is roughly 7 minutes, which is excessive, leaving officers in the field unaware of an impending emergency. And in similar reports done for cities the size of Billings, the average dispatch delay response time was just 2 minutes.
And our dispatch always prioritizes sending officers and responding to crimes against persons in progress. So if you have 9 officers over 3 shifts, roughly 27 to 30 officers per day who are responding to anywhere between 250 and 300 calls for service a day. One officer is already out dealing with an accident, or you might have 2 or 3 tied up who are doing traffic control to make sure it's safe. And then you have an in progress in the same area. So it just goes to reinforce to us that we're understaffed and our calls for service are higher than the national average, which the report also talks about.
The report found 3 common themes that place challenges on the department: facilities, or lack thereof, insufficient staffing, and organizational structure, each having a significant impact on the quality of life for Billings residents and visitors.
The study works on the efficiency of the program, but we also, per the survey, and we've been talking about this for a while now, the crime rate in Billings continues to increase and it continues to rise. And one of the ways to help deal with that is to increase the amount of officers on the streets.
The report gives plenty of kudos to Billings police on many levels for practices and protocols that are already in place. And they say it's good to have an outside perspective. Still, BPD says additional officers remain a high priority.
And so we're not arguing with anything with the data, and it's great to have somebody come in and take an outside look at your organization and give you recommendations. I think it's a healthy way to approach. But then we also add the context to it of, there are reasons why we're doing what we're doing now, and we're going to take those and we're going to reevaluate them.
In Billings, Andrea Lutz, MTN News.
All right, thanks so much, Andrea. You can find the full report on our website at ktvq.com.